Okay, now we've skinned all the way down, and the wings attached to the body of the bird are holding the skinning process from going any further down to the neck or head. So at this point what we do is we carefully pick up the body and hold the body in the air and let gravity kind of pull on the hide to get this hide to skin further down and to find the point around the wings that we want to skin it further. And to do this, what we want to do, we've skinned down on the breast carefully until we're all the way down where we can see the neck. And the only thing holding is you'll see the hide come to a point right here where it's attached to the wings. And so we want to get that loose, and I want to force my finger underneath the wing humerus bone and around it until I've got a little opening underneath the wing. To do that, I'm going to start with my scalpel and just carefully cut loose some of this hide up higher here gently until I can see to get through here and under the wing. And if you want to use a blunt probe to kind of push through there and see if you can get, the probe goes all the way through underneath the humerus. And as soon as you can do that, your finger should fit through there. And my finger goes through that same little opening, and you can see that I'm underneath the humerus and the shoulder joint. And now I'm holding this and letting the body fall away, and I'm ready to go ahead and cut through. I'm going to skin just a little further, pull the skin back just a little further before I cut the shoulder joint. And now I'm going to sever the shoulder joint. And one mistake that's often made is people cut out on the bone, and you're not going to cut through that bone. The shoulder joint, the shoulder is actually attached back in the pectoral girdle, way back kind of in the breast of the body. So we cut further back than you'd anticipate, but we just kind of cut until we feel that joint sever. And right there, when that joint severs and the body starts to fall away, and I see that shoulder bone, then what I can do is take my scissor and go underneath where my finger is. I don't want to cut through with my scalpel and cut my finger. Take my scissor and just work underneath where my finger is to cut the connective tendons and open that up so that now you have the body and the wing, the humerus bone, separated. And so you've skinned, the wing is now attached to the body, and we're going to leave it there. We can flip over to the other side and do the same thing again, just so you can see exactly how that looks again. We're going to cut carefully, just release that skin a little bit, staying away from the skin itself. Take the blunt probe and work on the back side to create a little opening. Make our finger go through that little opening so that we're holding the humerus in our hand and letting the body kind of fall away. And then taking our scalpel, cut up in back here where it attaches, way back on the body where it attaches, cut carefully through there, and as soon as that joint gives way, pick up your scissor, put it right next to your finger, and carefully go underneath, and then just cut through where that joint is without cutting any bones. And then the body itself is separated, and the wings are now attached to the hide. And at that point, what I'd like you to do is carefully pull, and I say carefully, you don't want to just grab it and rip it. Carefully pull the hide down towards the head. You're skinning down over the neck, and you really don't need to use a scalpel. And then for our purposes, what I'm going to have you do is at this point, I'm going to have you sever the neck as close to the bird body as you possibly can. So, sever the neck as close to the bird body. So now we have the body of the duck separated from the hide and the neck of the duck.